Hey everybody, it's HBCU game day. We're at Morehouse College. The spring game just wrapped up. I'm Tolly Carr. She is Symone Stanley. And Symone, sometimes, I don't know why, whenever we get together, I mean all the time, it's always cold. It is April and it's like 50 degrees, wind blowing. It's not sunny and 75 today. But we got a chance to witness this year's version of what Morehouse football will look like for the most part. It's going to be a lot of moving parts on offense, some new faces. We'll talk about that in a second, but they feel pretty good about some of the guys they have coming back on defense and look fairly good today.
It looked really good. We talked to the coach after the game. He said that the defense is mainly veterans and he expected for them to come out, be tenacious today, and they definitely did. The defense had a lot of fun. The DBs had a lot of fun, specifically Darian Pittman. He is a rising sophomore. He had himself a day today. He had a big interception. He had a lot of pass breakups. We saw a lot of celebration dances from him after that. And now Morehouse led the SIAC in interceptions last season with 14. And looking today, it looks like they're going to pick up where they left off. And even up front, Tyler Hunter, he's a rising junior. He had himself a day as well up front, putting a lot of pressure now. Again, the offense we're going to get into is really young, especially under center. So we expected the veteran guys to come out on defense and really have fun. But like I said, Hunter, he had himself a day. He had a lot of pressures. He had a lot of what would be sacks if they were allowed to, really hit each other at the spring game.
Yeah, they blow the whistle whenever you get near the quarterback. Let's hear from Coach Freeman now. He talked about his defense and what he saw out there today.
Coach Copeland, man, as long as Coach Copeland is the defensive coordinator at Morehouse College, we're always going to have an opportunistic defense. They're going to prowl and stem and have a pesky type of approach to playing defense. They're going to take the ball away, get the hands on several balls. And so that type of culture has been set. The guys, they pretty much picked up on it. We have everybody back for the most part in the secondary. So, it was expected. We were expecting to see new quarterbacks against a veteran secondary to make some plays. I'm just glad that they weren't all on the field at one time because we split the parity of the team up. And so it could have been a lot worse. So I'm just glad it was split up. That way we were able to make some plays and get down the field.
Okay, before we get into offense, let's talk celebrations. I mean, that was a James Brown Prince level split that we saw out there. I would give them the clubhouse lead for celebrations.
Definitely.
In the SIC.
We saw a lot of celebrations, but we saw the gritty, different variations of the gritty. We definitely saw.
Is that what it's called? That's what that dance is called?
The gritty. Come on now, Tommy. It's football season. It's time to get into it.
I'm almost 50, and I don't know what the gritty is.
So, but nothing's going to top that split because it was so unexpected. It was like a long pause, and then he just popped into a split, but it was actually smooth. That was really what got me. It was smooth.
Well, lucky that Coach Freeman did not see it in real time.
He did a split. I missed it. I'm glad I missed it. I probably would have ran down and pulled him off the field. I didn't see the split. Bad coaching on my part, but now that you told me about it, I'll make sure we sanction him accordingly for that.
All right, we've talked defense, we've talked celebrations, and the gritty. Okay, we even talked about the gritty. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty of the offense. Michael Sims is gone. Santo Dunn is gone. But offensively, it looks like the running game might be a little bit ahead of the offense, although we did see a touchdown by two different receivers, both Tolliver and Strickland, able to bring in some touchdowns there. But it's going to be a two-man race for quarterback heading into the fall. Coach Freeman talks about the competition that lies ahead.
It will. We'll name a starter, I'm pretty sure, the last week of our fall camp. That's definitely a big spot that we have to fill, vacated by Mike Sims, who's our starter for the last 4 years. You get spoiled sometimes as a coach, and we knew we didn't really have to recruit a quarterback, but we're going to have a battle there. We'll see what happens. Both the kids, they competed today. One played a little bit more careful, I would say, responsible than the other, but then on one hand, one made more plays than the other. So we definitely have to mesh both of those good points together and make us a quarterback in the fall. Ernest Davis was our 4th team running back last year. Santo went down. We found out we had a jewel. He kind of puts me in the mind of a kid we had about 10 years ago named David Carter, whom also we found out was a bit of a surprise for us. So I'm happy with that. You saw him running hard during the final moments of the scrimmage this past game here, and I'm hoping he'll do the same thing this year.
So spring game wraps up here at Morehouse. Things were a little sloppy. So this is not the full picture of what you can expect. A lot of flags. Even the center quarterback exchange, that was kind of rough because they're down a few players at that center position. But thinking back to last year, Symone, you and I both covered Morehouse. It was a tale of 2 seasons. They got off to that terrible start, could not win a game, and then they caught fire late, but just didn't have enough in that crucial game against Albany State. This could be a slow start this year, depending on how the offense comes together, I think.
Definitely, but also we can't deny the defense. Now, the defense can make up for a slow offense, especially, like we said, we saw a lot from the DBs today and also from the defensive line. Not only did they finish first in the SIAC in interceptions, but they also finished second in sacks. So if the defense, could keep the offense in the game early in the season, let the quarterbacks feel things out, let Coach Freeman, feel things out with the offense, then who knows? They might surprise us early on.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. We did see a lot of pressure from that defensive line today. So hopefully the next time we're talking Morehouse football in August, it won't be like 55 degrees and windy and downright cold. We're looking forward to warmer temperatures. She's Symone Stanley. I'm Tolly Carr. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. We're still TikToking as well.
TikTok, yes.
All the social media. Keyword is HBCU Game Day. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you later.